大家好，你好，我係余建霞醫生，好歡迎大家收睇我哋今晚呢個係網上嘅醫療太極講座嚇。咁今日咧外邊係打風落雨，咁我希望大家就唔好出街啦，留喺屋企裏邊練下太極仲好過，OK？又可以強身健體。好，咁我好開心咧，就每個月有一個禮拜請到我哋嘅係方師傅咧，喺 UC Berkeley 嘅總教練方師傅教我哋呢個醫療太極嚇。我將嘅時候交俾佢，今日佢有唔同嘅助教喎，係 Helen 啊嚇。咁啊，亦將呢個時間交俾 Helen。OK，thank you。好，咁方師傅你可以開始啦。
Okay, welcome everyone to, of course, today's Tai Chi program, Health and Wellness. And we're here, of course, to help everyone in the new year, start with some new resolutions, get better health. So one of the most important things is to do what? Do something. Okay, it's better than doing nothing. Okay, and what I want to do in this class, as always, is give you some tools. Lots of the things we do come from traditional Tai Chi practice. And I spent, many years in China trying to learn this, to bring it to the Western world. So we divide up our practice into like three major parts. The first part is what we call Chansugong, the exercises from Chansugong or from Chen style Tai Chi for loosening the joints, softening the body, increasing your flexibility and your range of motion. So that's the first part. Second part, we're going to be doing some what we call individual practice and Qigong practice. That's to increase the amount of energy you have. So all these things are important to do. And then the last part, we'll be doing some form practice. Again, we'll be doing the basic form practice, which is the 6 basic movements. Eventually, we're going to do all 12 basic movements, but we'll start small first. And of course, if you haven't been here before, we hope that you'll have a good experience and that we can take you through some basic practice. So some of the things that are important is not how much you know, but how well you do it. That's why a lot of the things we were teaching are in very short segments so that everyone can do it, everyone can remember it, because it's not useful if you can't remember it. So I'm going to turn you over to Helen. Helen has been one of my assistants for a very long time, more than 20 years, and she will take you through the basic exercises for stretching and loosening. So these are Chansugong and a little bit of stretching and flexibility work. Okay, Helen, please. Helen, you can unmute yourself too.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nice to meet all of you, and we're going to start doing our relaxing exercise. So we're going to first have our feet shoulder width apart, the tongue to the roof of your mouth, and you relax, shoulders back. And we start by swinging our arms back and forth. Now we're going to do one arm at a time. And next to the corners. Next, we do. So you tap your Mingman and your belly button. And relax, breathing in and breathe out. And the next one we're gonna do is our shoulder roll. So you're gonna go forward and back. Forward and back. And one more. Now we're going to switch arms. If you want, you can bring your left foot out a little bit. Elbows up and back. Now we're going to go forward, down, up, down, and one more. And we're going to switch arms, forward and back. So you can breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And one more. And relax. Next, we're going to work on our fingers out. Next, tiger's paw. Squeeze, open. Close, open, close, open. And reverse. Next, we're gonna close our fists and we're gonna rotate around. And reverse. Now we're gonna do some stretching exercise for our wrists. So we're gonna clasp your palms together and you're going inward and up. Out and inward. And one more. So next, so you're gonna have your arms, and you're gonna hold here and twist inward. Relax. One more time. And the other side, up.
So Helen, people have asked if you could move back a little bit so they can see you a little better. Yeah, you're up too close. Thank you.
Oh, okay. There you go. Relax. One more time. Next, you're gonna go inward. So you're bringing your wrist towards you, towards your chest, and you're stretching your wrist forward towards your chest. And the other side, inward. Next one, out. Go forward and down. Next one, the other hand, forward and down. And relax, shake. Next, we're going to work on our neck. What you do is you're going to circle, so it's in a vertical plane, left, forward, right, and your eyes follow, left, up, right, down. And reverse. Next, we're going to look up and down. So you're going to look up and look down. Up and down. Up, down. One more. Next, we're going to stretch our elbow. So bring your arm across your body. This one. Turn your head to your arms, to your side, your arms out. Or you can fold your elbow up and push your elbow. Get a little more stretch this way. And relax. The other side, you could do it this way or push your elbow up. Next, we're going to bring our arms up. You're going to stretch your arms. Relax. The other arms up. Stretch. And relax. Put one arm on your hip. Stretch upward. Tilt to your side. Stretch to your left or your right. Reach. Slowly to come to center. Hands to your hip on the other side. Arms straight up. Tilt, stretch to your right or left. Come up slowly. Now we're going to do hip circle. So you're gonna lean forward and back. So you're making a big circle around and around. And reverse. Okay, next, we're gonna work on our knees. So what you wanna do is support your kneecap with your hands, and you're gonna make circles, small little circle to your right and left. So you wanna make sure you support both kneecaps and do it slowly. And reverse the other side. Legs apart. Actually, you're gonna bring your right knee forward and your other leg is back a little bit. You support your kneecap and you go circle the foot that is out in front of you. Support your kneecap and circle your knee. Support your kneecap and make little circles. And reverse.
Helen, can you move back some more? Yeah, people can't see you. Right, there you go.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay. And switch to the other legs. Support your kneecap, go and make little circle. And reverse. Okay. With your legs apart, you're gonna go bring both knees outward. Support your kneecap and go outward. And reverse. Next, we're gonna stretch our tendons. I don't know what you call that. So anyway, stick your right leg out 45 degrees. Your arms straight up. You're gonna stretch forward. You can grab your knee, your ankle, or your toe, and you wanna point your toes upward. But you wanna keep your back straight, not curved. So if you can't go all the way down, you can just do it this way. And your foot is on your heel and your toe is pointed upward. Or you can stretch all the way down, keeping your back straight. Slowly come up back to middle, center. Do the other legs, 45 degrees out. On your heel, toes pointed upward. Hands up. Go forward. Keep your back straight. You could grab your knee to your ankle or your toes.
Oh, Helen, you're gonna have to say something because we can't see you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because when you're not talking, the camera
Oh. So
blanks
what you
out.
want to do is you want to grab hold of your toes and pull it upward.
Oh, they can't see you again.
Oh, so what I'm doing is I'm grabbing my toes and pulling it upward as I'm bending forward. But now you can slowly come up. And next, we're going to do a drop stand if you can. And you're going to sit straight down. Squat. This is a squat.
Oh, for that, you're gonna have to move back because they can't see you.
So what you want to do, you squat all the way down. The knees are pointing 45 degrees out. If you can go all the way down, you can, and your elbow is pushing against the legs. And if you can't go all the way down, just go into a sitting position. And slowly come up and relax. Next, grab hold of a chair or a tabletop. You're going to grab your ankle and your foot, and you're going to pull it back. You're stretching out your legs. So it looks like this. And relax. You want to grab the other leg, stretch. And relax. And so go 3 times. So next one is, oh, should I continue, Sifu?
We'll stop at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do some. So those are some of the basic things you can do to start Tai Chi. So I do encourage you to try some of those things. There are 36 different exercises for doing that, for loosening all the joints. So that's called Chan Su Gong. Chan Su means a spiral, and it's for loosening the joints and lubricating them, number one, and also increasing your own flexibility. Next part, we're going to be practicing individual movements. So I practice individual movements so you can learn to do them well. The better you can do it, the more you can get out of your Tai Chi practice. The key thing to Tai Chi practice is what? Your movement has to cooperate with your breath, okay? And it's a circulation of your breath through your lungs that creates qi, and the qi moves throughout your body, okay? And of course, in Chinese medicine, this is very important. If your qi flows smoothly, your body will be strong and healthy. For instance, you won't have cold hands and cold feet, so you might. Okay, and it's not that your qi is not moving, it's moving too slow. So many of the things we're going to do in this part will help you speed flow of your qi up. So I'm going to take you through this once, and then I'll have Helen lead you through it. Okay, so sorry we don't have Mason's real nice camera and big room. As you see, I'm all the way back to the back of my room now. There isn't any more room, okay? But we're going to practice beginning Tai Chi. And so the beginning Tai Chi I'm teaching you has, as I always tell people, 2 different parts. The first part everyone has seen people do. The second part, however, is seldom seen, okay? And that's because the original beginning Tai Chi has actually 4 different parts to it. So we'll start first with what we call raise Qi to the Dantian. This is a Qigong exercise to draw the Qi up from your legs up to the top of your body, to energize your legs and also energize your body. So if you have cold hands and cold feet, this is an important part to start. So your feet are shoulder width apart. You raise the hands up slowly. Bring them up to about shoulder level. And now rotate. So this is the rotation. Reach forward. And now press down. And you can bend your knees here if you like. And then stand back up. Okay, so again, raise Qi to Dantian. Raise the energy up from the bottom of your feet. Reach out. Imagine you can touch the wall or the TV here. Push down. Very slowly. None of this should be done quickly. Why is it done slowly? So you can feel your own Qi move. So for instance, my hand right now, because it's pretty cold in my room, is pretty cold. But now that I started, I can feel my hands beginning to warm up. That's a sign of what? Your Qi is beginning to move. The slower you move, the easier it is to feel the Qi. There is no magic to it. It requires practice. So I'm going to have Helen take you through this. On your normal practice, you can do this 6 to 9 times each time. So I'm going to have Helen take you through raise Qi to the Dantian.
All right. Feet shoulder width apart. Begin. Breathing in. Reach forward. Breathe out as you push down. And relax. Breathing in. Stretch forward. Press down. As you breathe out. In. Extend. Breathing out as you press down. Again. Breathe in. Extend. Breathe out as you press down. Breathing in. Extend. Breathe out. Press down. Breathing in. Extend. Out. Press down. Breathing in. Extend. Press down. Pressing down is you pressing down with your wrist and elbow at the same time. And relax.
Okay, so that is the basic version that you see almost everybody do. The next one is a little more complicated. It's going to involve you trying to imagine something. The imagination or your yi is said to be necessary to lead your qi. So it's not the movements that make Tai Chi work, it's your mind. So you have to coordinate the mind, the body, and the breath. So we'll begin the same way, again with feet apart. You can breathe in. Okay. Extend. Breathe out. Now, the next part, I'm going to turn my wrists out. Okay, turn my wrists. The palms face out. And so you notice my hand is coming up. The little fingers are on top. The palms are facing away from me. I bring it up to about the height of my forehead. So it's pretty high, but try and relax your shoulders. Don't raise your shoulders, relax. And now, imagine there's a ball here. So relax, try and feel the ball. Okay, roll the ball in, push the ball out. Roll the ball back, and now turn until your fingers face each other. Imagine there's a big ball right here. Push the ball down. So this is the more complicated version of beginning Tai Chi or raise Chi to the Dantian. So it has several parts. I'll review again. So the first part is just the simple raising up, reaching out, pressing down. Once it's down now, rotate the palms, raise the hands, little fingers on top, raise them up to the height of your forehead, then relax, try and feel the ball. So to me, it feels tangible. I can feel a little ball of energy here that I am moving around and then pushing. So that part is very important to Tai Chi. You must imagine it and then try and feel the ball of energy here. Feel it, it becomes tangible. So the mind and your body and your movement allow you to what? Actually feel the energy that's moving throughout your body. Okay, again, I'm going to have Helen take you through that. We're going to do 6 repetitions of that, and then we'll move on to the next move. So this is beginning Tai Chi in 2 parts.
First, we're going to begin.
Helen, move back just a little bit, okay? Just a step, right, there you go. Perfect.
Okay. So feet shoulder width apart, raising Chi to the dantian, extend, press down. Turn both palms out, think, raise arms, not arms, your Chi. Circle with your hand. Circle to the top. Roll back like you're rolling a ball. Roll forward like you're rolling over the ball. And press down. That's 1 step. Raise Chi. Extend. Press down. Think. Turning both palms out. Raise Chi. Circle out. Circle to the top. Roll the ball back. Roll it forward. Extend. And press down. And relax. Again. Extend forward. Press down. Think. Turn both palms facing out. Bring it to your eyes. Circle outward, forming a ball. Go back, circle to the top. Go back. And roll forward. And press down. And relax. again. Extend. Pressing down. Sink. Turn both palms out. Up. Circle. Circle up. Roll back. And roll forward. Press down. And relax.
Okay, so someone asked, when do you bend your knees? Okay, if you are new or a beginner, you try not to bend your knees too much. Try and figure out what the hands are doing. However, if you're a little more experienced, then I will now give you some instruction on when to bend your knees, okay? So for instance, the Tai Chi requires that if I go right, I go left first. If I go up, I go down first. So as my arms go up, my body has to go down. So when I'm raising the hand, I'm actually bending my knees. My knees are going down. When I reach forward, my body comes up. Now this is interesting. I push down, my hands and knees both bend, and then I straighten back up. So it's like you're sitting in water, bobbing up and down, but you're doing it in air. Now the next part, you rotate your palms, you sink, and now I push up at the same time. So my body's coming up, I straighten my legs. So now here I bend my knees. Okay. That's for the bottom part. For the top part of the ball, I straighten up, I stand back up. I roll it back, I bend my knees. I push it forward, I straighten. I pull back, my knees are bent. As I push down, my body comes back up. Okay, so that's the sequence. So it's a little complicated, which is why I didn't want to say too much about it. But generally, the rule is if my arms come up, my body has to go down. I reach forward, I have to come up. I push down, but I don't stay down. My body comes back up as my hands finish. So the hands go down, body comes up. Okay. Again, I start by going down, they come up together. And now I sink together. I feel the top. As I roll it back, I bend my knees. I push it forward, I straighten my knees. I bend it back and I push it down. Now, that's part of the secret of Tai Chi. We're using your legs as what we call the second heart. Your legs pump the blood back to your heart. So by going up and down gently, we're pumping the blood back to your heart. This improves your circulation, moves your chi faster. Okay, so this is good for what? Things like diabetes. You have poor circulation, neuropathy. It can help with that circulation. All right, so that's some of the how you use the legs. The next one I'm going to do is open and closing. This is for your lungs. So as you breathe, what about breathing? I'm not going to say too much about breathing because that can get kind of complicated, okay? But generally, I breathe in. All right, so I'll do it once. Yeah, I breathe in, I breathe out. I breathe in, but before I finish, I breathe out. I breathe in as I sink. I breathe out as I raise. I breathe in, I breathe out. I breathe in, I breathe out. I breathe in, I breathe out. Okay. So, as I said, a little bit complicated. In the beginning, worry about the hands and the body going up and down. When you practice more, we can talk more about the breathing because it gets very complicated. Okay. I want to keep it simple in the beginning, but I just gave you some idea. The next one, of course, is about breathing. That's for your lungs. Okay. So it's breathing in and out. So now how do we do this? Your hands at your side. You bring the hands up just like you did in beginning Tai Chi. Now, Bend your knees, bring the hand in. So as you bend your knees, the hands come in toward you, okay? You fold it in. Do not drop the hands lower than that, okay? And also do not stick your elbows out. Keep your elbows in. Now that you're here, you're gonna breathe in, make your hands move, and then breathe out. Okay? Breathe in, and breathe out. All right, I have Helen do that for 6 times. That's opening and closing. The movement is called Kai He, Hoi Ha.
Feet shoulder width apart. As you sink on one leg, your arms come up. And you breathe in. And breathe out. Side view. Breathing in. Breathe out. So it's my breathing that is opening the arm. So I'm not doing like this. So as I breathing in and breathe out. It's kind of like a billow, like a fireplace billow. Breathe in, breathe out.
All right, excellent, Helen. Okay, so that is opening, closing. And as she said, which is important, the hands are not moving because I'm moving my hand. So I'm not doing this. So that would be moving my hands. I'm using my lungs as I breathe in. So it's my chest that is actually moving my arms. Okay, so that's important to learn. It's not using your arms. Okay, use your lungs. So to do that, and Helen did show that properly, when you have your hands here, as you breathe in, you open the chest. So you notice the chest opens, and now as I breathe out, the chest hollows, my back rounds, okay? And then I straighten it, and then I close. Again, you're pumping the chi throughout your body using your lungs, okay? So that's very important. So now we're gonna combine that with another motion. So you're gonna go raise the hands up, pull it in, open, close. Now from here, you turn, push forward, separate. This is called single whip, okay? Bring the hands back in. Draw the chi back to you, push me back there. So again, same thing as we were doing earlier. Draw in, turn, push out, separate. Okay, I think there was a question here. Let me take a quick look. Oh, okay. All right. So I don't see it right now. But again, so I'll do it from this kind of at an angle here. So breathe in, you bring the hands in, open, close. Now from here, bring the elbows up, push forward. Separate the hands. This is called Dan Bean, the single whip, okay? And so this is to, again, exercise the lungs and your chest to help circulate your chi. So one more time. We start like we did before, raising the hands up like you're doing beginning Tai Chi, but we pull it in. So you know this is open, close. And now we add this movement, which is called Big Bear encircles the moon. Separate your hands. Single whip, a giant big ball. And then now bring the hands back together again. And push down. And separate. All right, I'm gonna have Helen do that with you about 3 times.
Okay.
Then we'll continue.
So when you push out, it's a circle. So there's an inside circle. It's not like straight. Then you brush both sides apart. Okay, so we're going to begin feet shoulder width apart. Think on one leg. So you're going to breathe in, breathe out, push out. Then you push out. Think. Think on one leg, arms up, breathing in, breathe out, push, and brush. And relax. Think on one leg. Your arms come up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Push. And block. And relax.
Okay, very good. So again, that is made up of several parts. The beginning Tai Chi, raise hands, lower hand, open hands, close hands, Big Bear encircles the moon, single whip. Okay. Next part after this is waving hand like clouds. Now, this is kind of important. When I'm doing waving hand like clouds, my waist moves, my hips do not. Okay. So you notice my body on top is turning. I try not to turn my lower part of my body. Okay. And imagine it's called wave hand like clouds. Think of this as a cloud. The cloud floats by you and your eyes are following. You need to focus on your hands so you can focus your mind, and that will help your mind to both relax and focus at the same time. Okay, so I'm gonna have Helen take you through that once. We're gonna do maybe 3 repetitions on each side, and then we'll continue.
So we're going to start with the right. So turn your waist and your lower hand follows. So both hands are moving. Then when you get to here, you're going to switch arms. And you circle this way. Your waists are turning. Switch arms. So the palm is always facing out. And your eyes follow your upper hand. Switch arms. Look to your left. Switch arm. Turn your waist. Look to your right. Switch arm. Turn your waist. Look to your left. And you want to keep your elbow down. It's not square, it's a circle.
Okay, very good, Helen. All right, one other movement that we're going to practice this evening separately is the brush knee and press. So we're just gonna do the hand part. I'm not gonna worry about the feet too much. So how do we do brush knee and press? You bring your left hand up. So right hand up. As your right hand comes up, the left hand comes to the side. Okay. So if you look at it from the side, that's what it looks like. So I'm standing here. I raise my hand and I look. Okay. So again, raise your hand, but now this hand has to make a big movement toward your elbow. So this hand is near the elbow. Okay. Now, relax your hand. The fingers are now facing forward. This hand is going to brush across my body, and now it reaches forward, and now I push out. You notice it is the edge of my hand. Okay. Many people do this incorrectly, and they do this. What this does is it stops your chi from flowing. So it defeats the purpose of practicing Tai Chi. This way, part of the hand is relaxed, part of the hand is not. So your chi is allowed to flow. Okay, so that's kind of the way that works. So let's review that again. Right hand comes up, left hand follows. The left hand ends up near your right elbow. Okay, so your hands are here. Now relax your wrists. As you relax the wrist, begin turning your body. Push the palm forward. So you notice where it is. It's right in the middle of my body. So it's not over here or over here. It's right here in the center. Okay. So let's try that again. I'm going to just relax this hand, bring this one up. I raise this hand again. I bring it forward. Okay. So again, I draw, raise, come forward. Okay. Drop, raise, come forward. So of course, Tai Chi, we do need to move, but in the beginning, the single movement practice that we're doing, you want to practice each of these movements individually before we ever try to step. Okay, and now the left side. So from here, you drop this hand, the hand comes up. So remember, it's to the side of you. That's all. This hand brushes in front, pushes forward. Okay, drop, raise, push forward. And this hand brushes in front of my body as I push forward. Okay, so one more time. Raise, bring it up. It should be smooth, relaxed, continuous. All right, good. And so go. Now I know we are hurrying a little bit because we're getting to the end of our hour here. So I'm going to have Helen. Again, some of you have attended this workshop before. So you have learned a little bit of the form. I'm going to let you follow Helen. Now, for those of you who don't know exactly what's going on, try and follow along. The movements Helen is doing, you have already learned, but she's doing it while you're moving. So it's a little bit harder to follow. Okay. So Helen, you might have to turn, oh no, that's really hard, huh? You have to turn your back. So I'll have her turn her back. You'll see my front, okay? I don't know if that's gonna help, but we'll give it a try. All right. So again, start with your feet together. We're gonna step out. Feet apart. And now, Helen, begin. Are you raising your hands? Reach forward. Press down. Okay. Turn the wrist. Raise the hand up. So if you can just follow this part, that's fine. Okay. Roll the ball back. Roll the foot forward. Roll it back. Push it down. Okay, now this is a little bit different this time because I'm going to raise my hand up. I bring it in. I'm going to step forward now with my right foot. Step forward and push. Bring the hand back in, open, close like we did before. Push out, separate. Take a step out. You're now in single whip. Okay. And now I'm going to step back. My left hand comes in. We start waving hand like clouds. This is 1. I take a step. That's 2. I take a step. That's 3. Now we haven't learned this or practiced it today, but take your upper hand, drop it on top of your left hand. So right hand on top of left. You're gonna take a small step to the left corner and push. This is Fair Lady Work Shuttles. Okay. And now we turn back. We're gonna wave hand like clouds again. That's 1. Step to the right, wave hands 2. Step again, wave hands 3. So now my left hand is up in the air. I put the left hand on top of the right. I step to the right corner, Fair Lady Work Shuttles. Okay, my left foot is behind me, my right foot is in front. The right foot steps back, I bring both hands in front. Draw the chi back to you, step back, bring your left foot back. Push the ball down. And now end Tai Chi. So breathe out, 1, 2, and 3. And shake it out. All right, very good. So that brings us to the end of today's class. I want to thank you all for joining me. If there are questions, certainly I will be here. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. James to make what is necessary to
好
say.
多謝方師傅嚇。嗱，今日咧就係天氣特別凍少少嘅，做咗呢個太極之後咧，成個人身都暖咗，好舒服嚇。我相信如果大家一齊做嘅時候咧，都一定會知道嘅嚇。咁又見到係巴西嘅李師傅都有參與，好好嚇，好多謝。咁就嚟緊呢個禮拜6咧就新年啦。咁但係咧就新年我哋仍然有我哋嘅節目。咁我哋嚟緊禮拜6咧就會請咗洪國祥呢個博士同大家講點樣能夠令大家個腦部記憶更加好嚇，腦更加健康、更加聰明。咁就好多時候咧，嗰人到咁上下年紀啦，腦部走下坡嚇。咁上次第一講已經好精彩啦，咁希望咧第二講咧大家會更加中意嘅。好，所以嚟緊禮拜6就唔好錯過。當然逢星期一到星期4仲有好多其他嘅節目，大家千祈唔好錯過電台嘅嗰啲節目嚇。咁全部放上喺 YouTube 上邊嘅，咁大家上 YouTube 咧可以用今日華人電台或者係 Chinese Today Radio 咧就可以揾到噶啦。好。咁就大家有冇問題？如果有問題咧，就可以問方師傅嘅。
Yeah, I just wanted to say that Helen is in her 70s and has been practicing Tai Chi for more than 20 years, has been practicing and competing in tournaments. So you can see that the benefits of Tai Chi can help you fight back against old age. And so,
Wow, it's
it's
amazing.
really amazing. But I will tell you, I've had students who are 90 years old who are still teaching class, who were teaching class for me. So you can imagine how much they can help you with slowing down the aging process.
所以大家想係年紀青春常駐咧，就唔該大家一齊咧就好好學呢個太極啦啊 ！OK， 難得我哋有呢個方師傅啊，同埋佢啲學生咧咁好，每次嚟到教我哋，咁我一定要練習嘅。好，咁祝大家咧，預祝大家新年咧就係身體健康，萬事如意。我哋喺年初一見面 ，OK， 好多謝係方師傅 ，Thank you so much, Helen. It's
You're
amazing.
welcome. Thank you,
I cannot tell
everyone.
you
Someone raised their hand.
It's amazing. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Somebody raise their hand.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh,
Okay. Thank you. Someone raise a hand? Okay. Yes. There's someone raise a hand. 舉手個人講嘢可以開咗咪㗎啦。
Yes. Hi. 我想知道喺邊一度可以take到師傅嘅class 啊？
Okay, I do have, if you're in San Francisco, I have free classes at the YMCA in Japantown. They're
Okay.
free. You don't have to be a member of the Y, okay? They're on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings, around 11:15 or so, okay? So those are free.
How
Yeah.
long is the class?
Each class is an hour long.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. Oh, is it okay that you post the address on the chat room?
Yeah, it's let's see, I think so. I think it's 1530 Buchanan, but I'm not exactly sure. So it's at Buchanan across the street from the Peace Plaza in Japantown.
It's YMCA, am I right? YMCA?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah, just
YMCA.
search for YMCA, okay? The
Oh, okay,
one in
okay.
Japantown, okay?
得咯
好，多謝你嘅問題嚇，大家一齊多啲練習係好嘅。好，咁我哋下次見，多謝大家，OK？現上就祝福大家 ，Thank you，OK？
多謝方師
Thank
傅
you.
Helen，thank you，
拜拜，
thank you，
拜拜
拜拜，
新年快樂啊！
新年
多謝
快樂，身體健
好
康
快樂
，OK？
拜
好，
拜
多謝 Susan，OK？Thank you。
OK，拜。